Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Over the last several classes, we had seen 4 different thalas in level 4. Adi Thalam, Rupaka Thalam, Misra Chapa Thalam, Kanta Chapa Thalam. We have seen several korvais, different moras, what you need to play, and also shown you the way of how to be creative in constructing korvais. Today, I'm going to start off with 35 thalas perspective of whatever I've handled in level 2. Namely, 5 thalas are there. Tisra Jathi Triputa Thala, Ganta Jathi Triputa Thala, Misra Jhampa Thala, Misra Jathi Triputa Thalam, Sangirna Jathi Triputa Thala. These were the 5 thalas we took in 35 thalas, and we had reviews of those thalas. Today I am going to start off with Tisra Jathi Triputa Thala, 7 beats. I am going to teach you some basic korvais in it, and I will continue to do that for the rest of the other 4 thalas what we saw in level 4, level 2. This will conclude the level 4 with seeing the perspectives of all these thalas. Subsequently, we will get into the most advanced stage, which will skill you up to become a stage artist, where a lot of nuances and different techniques will be taught, which will be in level 5. Before I get into this level 4, the second part, I would call it the 35 thalas, I will start this class with a Tirukkural. Arul karudi anbudayar adal purul karudi pochappu parpar kanil. What is the meaning of it? களவாடுவதற்கு தக்க காலத்தை எதிர்நோக்கி இருப்பவர்களிடம். Always when a person trying to steal, he is trying to find the right time to steal. If he is such a sort of a person, அருளை கருதி அன்புடையவராக இருக்கும் நிலை உண்டாகாது. You will never get a situation of being lovable or showing love to others, because that situation will never arise and he will never be blessed. That's what Thirular states. With this, I'm entering into the class. Today we are going to see few korvais in Tisra Jathi Triputa Thalam. We had seen, like it's something very similar what we saw in level 4. The first 4 thalams we covered. Similarly, we will try to approach these 5 thalas, whatever we saw in level 2, in 35 thalas. I'll teach you the korvais, I'll teach you moras. The very purpose of doing this is to give you an idea, like as typically while you learn, when you keep doing some korvais and mathematics and if you're understanding in several thalas, your techniques will be faster. So that's the reason why we are trying to treat more thalas, and then trying to do some research, and then trying to get the hang of it. Once when you get the hang of it, and it'll be very easy, like in your left hand you can compute, on the top of your mind you'll be able to do few mathematics on the fly. So some extempore behavioral change will happen if you keep learning these techniques. So that's the reason for reinforcement. I've taken these 5 thalas and also giving you the idea of how to make korvais even this thalas. So this will give you a good perspective for you. Now, in Tisra Jathi Triputa Thalam, din kittu taka din din na ta din din na din din na, tata kitta taka din din na, kadaka din din na, kadaka kitta taka din din na. You keep playing this nadai. As you keep playing this nadai, as you reduce, the few korvais I'll teach you, you know the placement. I don't want to repeat it again and again. It's the same concept after the reduction, before the tirmanam. You need to place these korvais. I'll teach you few korvais. You can play any one of these. The first korvai goes like this. Tata kitta taka dinatam, tata kitta taka dinatam, tata kitta taka dinatam, tadi kitta tantaga, tadi kitta tantaga, tadi kitta tanta. So it's a simple phrase. Tata kitta taka dinatam. You repeat thrice. This is the korvai. What are the perspectives? Let's look at it. Tata kitta taka dina tham. If you take the tham out, 3 places, you get 6 matras, you can aksharas. You have to place it at the back. So that is the way you can adapt a korvai. Tata kitta taka din, tata kitta taka din, tata kitta taka din, tadi kitta tanta, kitta di kitta tanta, tadari kitta di kitta tanta. The way I've taken these notes from the first half, I'm trying to fit in a beautiful progressive way for an 8 beat. Tadi kitta tantaga, kitta di kitta tantaga, tadari kitta di kitta tanta. So it's a combination of 6 and 8 beats. As usual, I will teach you as a part of my chart, as a part of my notes. This is how I've documented it. I just wanted to show how I've documented it for as a sample. It'll be in a much better font, very clear maths of how you have arrived. You're going to arrive at 56 aksharas. What is the breakup of each phrase line? I'm going to show you on the screen, and also the written notes can be taken at any point of time. So you're going to have an audio support, video support, the way you're going to read, how you're going to read it, interpret the korvai, and what is the math behind it. Everything will be very clear. So this is what my approach is, so that you will never at any point of time, you can always lean back on my notes and my videos and my audios and the sound clippings for ready reference, and you can get back whatever you've forgotten or you're out of touch. That's the advantage. And that's the very reason why my model is called Swayambhu. Swayambhu meaning a self-based learning. It's all by itself. So there is no need for a teacher. You have to go travel 1 hour to a teacher, come back, travel time, traffic, so many things are there. So I'm coming to your doorstep. I'm coming right next to you. You can always reach me any point of time for any clarifications. That's the biggest advantage of time, saving time, of being a part of Puvanur RVLA Academy of Music and Mathematics. Having said that, I'm going to demonstrate you the another method. Instead of the first is pruning of thumb and then extending the second part. Another part is extending the korvai and shrinking the later part. We will also see that part of it. Tata kitta taka dinna taga, tata kitta taka dinna taga, tata kitta taka dinna taga, tadi kitta tum, tadi kitta tum, tadi kitta tanta. So when you have to recite 3 times, each are different, and that shows your expertise. It will go like this. Tata kitta taka din, tata kitta taka din, tata kitta taka din, tadi kitta tanda, kada di kitta tanda, tadari kada di kitta tanda, tata kitta taka din tam, tata kitta taka din tam, tata kitta taka din tam, tadi kitta tanda, takada dungudam da, tarigada dungudam, tata kitta taka din ta, tata kitta taka din ta, tata kitta taka din ta. So each is different, each is unique by itself, but it is the same family. So this is the first korvai. with the three variations. Let's look at the second korvai. We will take simple patterns. I'm very, very conscious in giving you only simple ideas because the simple base will help you understand big complex korvais. It's very important to understand the basics. And only then you can grow or enrich your knowledge and go to several places. Takadinatam, takitatam, takatam, tatam. I'm going to use this phrase. Use this phrase which is gradual reduction. Takadinatam, takitatam, takatam, tatam. 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. This is the combination. Let's see how the korvai gets framed out of this. Takadinatam, takitatam, takatam, tatam, takitatum, tadikitatandaga, takitatum, tadikitatandaga, takitatum, tadikitatandaga. That's the method. Now, let's double the idea and triple the idea and see the ripple effects of what it's going to lead you up to. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takitatam, takitatam, takatam, takatam, tatam, tatam, tam, tam, tadikitata, tadikitata, tadikitata. Another idea. Let's triple it. Takadinatam, 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 takitatam, 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 takatam, 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 tatam, 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 tam, 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 tadiketatatam, tadiketatatam, tadiketatatam. This is the second korvai. So the idea is you are building the idea how to make from a simple one a little medium one, medium complex, medium difficult and highly difficult. So you try to structure it upwards and then see adding few more phrases which gives you the concentration which you have to express it very correctly without forgetting you have to tell 3 times. Each components within the korvai you have to tell 3 times and then the last phrase. So there are several aspects into it, and when you try all these 3 together, that shows your prowess. Takadinatam, takitatam, takatam, tatam, takitatam, tadikitataga, takitatum, tadikitataga, takitatum, tadikitata, takadinatam, takadinatam, takitatam, takitatam, takatam, takatam, tatam, tatam, tam, tam, tadikitata, 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 takadinatam, 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 takitatam, 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 takatam, 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 tatam, 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 tam, 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 tadikitata, tadikitata. So all these 3, if you play, it will be flamboyant and beautiful. Like that you have to play. So this is the second korvai. The third korvai, tadiktakadina, tiktakadina, takadina, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitata, 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 tadikitata. What are all the components here? Let's see. The idea alone you have to pick up here. The question of making korvai is not difficult. Once when you learn it, it's all a combination. But idea. Tadiktakadina, tiktakadina, takadina, that's a component. Tadikitatum, 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 another component. Tadikitata, tadikitata, tadikitatum is another component. Now the same korvai, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. There are 2 gaps in between tadikitatum. If you want to take those gaps out And then if you want to tell it towards the end, tadiktakadina, tiktakadina, takadina, tadikitata, 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 tang, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitata. It becomes a different korvai. So there's an idea. So how to cut from the beginning part and put it at the end, how to cut at the last part, put it at the front. These are all the art and tricks of trade, and you have to do it with symmetry and grace and beauty and lucidity. All these should come into the structure which will make it musical. Laya, which is aesthetically musical and mathematical, goes places. With this, I'll end this class with a Tirukkural. I'll end this class with a Tirukkural, and I'll see you in the next class with more korvais in Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. அளவின் கண் நின்று ஒழுகல் ஆற்றார் களவின் கண் கன்றிய காதலவர். What is the meaning of it? பிறர் பொருளை அபகரித்தலில் கருத்து கொண்டவர்கள். If a person is always bent upon grabbing someone else's wealth, தன் வருவாயின் அளவுக்கு தகுந்தபடி ஒழுக்கத்தோடு வாழ இயலாதவர்களே அவர். A person who cannot live with whatever the earnings he has made, only those people. That's what Thiruvular compares in this Tirukkural. And what is the moral of it? I think people have to be contented. Whatever a person's capability has earned, you should try to live within that. That is the moral behind it, and you should never envy others. And that's the greatest moral which is teaching in the form of this Tirukkural. With this, Puvanur RVA signing off. I will see you in the next class with more korvais in Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam 7-beat cycle. Episode 1, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 1, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tatakita takadinatam, tatakita takadinatam, tatakita takadinatam, tadikitatum ta, tadikitatum ta, tadikitatum ta. Episode 1, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 2, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takitatam, takitatam, takatam, takatam, tatam, tatam, tam, tam, tadikitatam, 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 ta. Episode 1, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 3, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tadik takadina, dik takadina, takadina, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum tang, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum ta.